What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital. Another review show here with Rami in the building. Happy birthday, huh? Guys, get your birthday messages below.
Ah, stop it.
The big 4-0 for Rami.
Nah.
Good for a 40-year-old, mate.
Not bad for a 40-year-old, eh?
Not bad, mate. You got dead trim, mate.
Dead trim, I know, man. The fades.
You got too many greys there.
Man, you know what?
It's like your shirt.
Yeah, I know. It's stress out, man. I'm just stressing out.
Stressing out. No, but hey, happy birthday.
Thank
happy
you.
birthday. You're catching up to me, actually.
Yeah, believe it or not, he's
Believe
older
it or
than me.
not, yes. Well, welcome back, guys, to another episode. Yeah, look, international break over.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, thank God for that. They made that new league, the League of Nations. What do you think of that one?
No, bro. These guys are confused, man.
I've watched the video.
League of Nations sounds like a game you play on PlayStation.
I've watched the video of them explaining how the whole thing works, and it's like everyone's ranked in a certain way, and like all the lower
so
teams,
confusing,
and
man.
it goes into this whole draw where I'm like, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to get up for
over
international. But the Prem's back. The Prem is back.
The Prem is back, and another great weekend of football.
Yeah, great weekend for some of us. I would have loved to see some results go our way.
I know, man.
But anyways, the first game that kicked it off, Tottenham and
Liverpool.
Tottenham
Tottenham at home to Liverpool.
At Wembley.
Now,
Stadium.
I thought this game was going to be a lot more exciting than it was.
Yeah, it was. Well, compared to the game last year, I think it might have been 4-1 at Wembley, and then 2-2, dramatic 2-2 at Anfield. But look, it was kind of a dead game to me, really.
Yeah, no, it was,
but
man.
Liverpool
Did the job, another 3 points.
not just did the job. I think they were in control.
Yeah, Tottenham look flat. Look, ever
look
since
tired.
you know what kills me? It kills me because they beat United. Which again, I'm gonna say again, we had a better half. We should have scored 2-3 goals in the first half.
Look, it was individual
Bias or
mistakes,
not,
yeah?
whatever you want.
Individual mistakes cost us.
And then ever since then they've lost twice.
2 in a row. Yeah, 2 in a row.
And they look like absolute rubbish against Liverpool.
They look poor.
Terrible. Where's Eriksen?
Yeah, Eriksen.
This season he's flat, man.
Look, we said it last week with Vorm in goals. Some stupid goals again from Vorm, especially that second one that Mane put in for Firmino for the second goal. But off the post, he should be catching that one. Even the first one, the corner gets whipped in.
Wijnaldum.
Poor clearance by Tottenham. Wijnaldum, first away goal. I was gonna put him on my fantasy team, but then
you didn't. You put in
Jorginho
instead, and he had a fantastic week. We'll talk about that afterwards.
But even that save too on the corner, Trippier should be on the post. He's not. He's right in front of Vorm. So
But they need Lloris back in goals.
They need him back. You know, he's still drink driving, the poor bloke. I'm telling you, don't drink and drive.
Kids, don't drink and drive.
You know what I mean?
Drink, but then drink and
don't
drive.
drive, yeah.
No, don't drink it.
But yeah, look, Liverpool in cruise control. I think the whole game, even they'll be disappointed conceding that goal right at the end.
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta say, the controversial moment though. Should Tottenham have got the penalty in the end?
Yeah, look, I personally, and it's not being biased, I do think it was a penalty.
And if you think it's biased, drop your comments. Let us know. But I personally think
but
I'm
at the
with
same
you.
time,
I'm with you,
it
but that's
happens.
football.
No,
That's
it happens. Then
It's football.
sometimes you're gonna get them
Against you and sometimes with you.
And look, to be honest, I don't think the Tottenham players were like protesting it like it was.
They didn't.
No one really made a big deal about
They
it.
didn't contest enough.
But yeah, look, watching it in slow motion and all the replays that we have, it's a penalty. If there was a VAR, maybe the VAR gives it.
Yeah.
You don't know, but
Look,
Liverpool 5 from 5.
And as you
Gotta
said
give
now,
it credit,
they were in control the whole game.
Yeah.
Look, again, the one funny thing about this game, there was no standout player for me in Liverpool.
No.
There was no Liverpool player where I looked at and be like, you know what? He dominated this game.
Maybe you could say
Salah was a bit off.
Their backline, I think their backline did well.
You know, for me, an outstanding player this year.
Look, I like Gomez too, man.
I like Robertson, man.
They all look. You got to give credit. Yeah, this game I think they were solid in the back. Well, they've been consistent.
Look,
that's what we're saying.
One thing though. Look, all right, yes, they improved their attack. They improved their midfield with Keita. The biggest thing for Liverpool this year for me, they've always been able to score, is they now have improved their backline.
Yeah.
Their backline was drama last year. They copped 3, they scored 6.
Yeah.
Now they can win 2-0 and 2-1 and 3-0, and they can sit back on that and be happy they're going to win.
Well, they got
the backline
with Van Dijk there controlling.
And
they got a leader in the back too.
But the thing is, we've said it time and time again, a consistent backline is what works. They've had the same back 4 all season.
Well, that's been our problem for the last couple of years, that we don't have a consistent, especially the central pairing. We don't have him.
No.
But look, you got to give credit to Robinson, Alexander-Arnold, the two young players coming in, and
But
they're getting the job done.
That's
and look,
5 from 5.
Five
They
from
find themselves on
five.
top of the table, Chelsea now.
Yeah,
So the
80
only two
points.
teams that have won all 5 of the
I
games
think
now.
second on goal difference, but
They are second on goal difference by one.
one goal, but
But they're still top.
top of the table.
So,
So that's
look,
Liverpool fans. How you guys feeling at the moment?
As much as we hate it, you guys are killing it. You guys are doing very well. You should be happy and excited with the season to come. Will it keep going on this strong?
Do you reckon with our Champions League and all these next couple of fixtures?
It'll play
If I just quickly bring up their games in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
If I had it here somewhere. Yeah, look, as you can see, that their last 7 or their next 7, including that Tottenham one. Yeah. Look, Tottenham, the next game in the Champions League against PSG, Southampton. Yeah, maybe a bit easier task than some of the other ones there. Then you got Chelsea back to back in the League Cup, then in the Premier League with Napoli and Man City. So them last couple of games,
They got
man.
some hard fixtures.
So now this is where you're gonna see Liverpool. If they're really the real deal with their squad depth. Yes, they have like still Shaqiri on the bench, players like that to come on or even to fill in. But yeah, guys, what do you think about the fixtures coming up for Liverpool? Do you think they can get the job done in some of them?
You know what? Minus the Tottenham game, out of the remaining 2, 4, 6, how many of those are going to be wins? Let us know. I think personally, look, PSG is going to be a challenge. Can they beat them? Of course they can. But this is where the defense gets tested. Yeah, against Chelsea twice.
I'm not sure if they're at home
Tested.
this game, but
Southampton, I think they should pull the 3 points against. You never know though. Napoli won't be easy either, man, and neither will Man City.
The English, what are they calling it? Caballero Cup.
The Carabao.
Carabao, whatever.
Carabao.
Doesn't he play for Chelsea or isn't he a goalkeeper?
City keeper.
Isn't he a keeper? Look, they might put their reserves in that game. How serious are you going to take it? How serious is Klopp going to take these competitions? I think Liverpool fans, yes, they won a trophy, but is that the one they want? I think they really want the Premier League now. So, what options are they going to play in them games? But yeah, look, tough run of fixtures for Liverpool. But look, 5 out of 5 so far. They sit on top.
Look,
with a room for error. If
they're laughing.
Even if
15 points out of 15, and that's Liverpool. Look, our next game we saw Bournemouth at home to Leicester. I think Bournemouth had control from the get-go.
Yeah, Leicester poor again. Vardy comes back into the squad, not much of a threat.
Morgan gets red carded this time. So look, they really got to sort out the discipline. But I think, look, as I said, Bournemouth dominated from the get-go. I think Fraser was the outstanding player this game.
Again, yeah, he just keeps putting in them goals. I think that's 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row, man. He's actually killing it.
Scored a double this week.
Oh, he's absolutely killing it, man. And like, look,
it's poor from Leicester, to be honest. Like, if you look at the game they played against us, and then that second half against Liverpool, they didn't do too bad. But then coming into this game, Bournemouth, maybe a team that, in terms of like quality-wise, maybe on level.
I think Leicester's actually a better squad. I thought they were.
Yeah.
I thought they were, but Bournemouth having a good season. And again, as I said, the stand-up player Fraser, I mentioned him in my last fantasy video. Check him out. That was my budget player of the week.
Go check that video out, guys.
But look, he scored 3 and he's assisted 2.
Yeah.
He's played 90 minutes every game. He's played a full 4 minutes of the whole season. But look, 3 goals and 2 assists. The stand-up player for me. He's contributed, I think, to their success so far this season massively. So a huge influence in their team. But I think there's nothing more that needs to be said, really. We then moved across to Stamford Bridge. The table toppers, the league leaders, equal first with Liverpool, 1 goal ahead in goal difference. And how can we go with this game without talking about the man of the hour, the man of the season, the man of the Premier League, the best player in the league? As I said in my last video, again, my pick for the fantasy, man, hat-trick. And you know what? In a matter of 306 minutes, he's now on 5 goals and 2 assists. Now, how does that going to go for stats, man? That's insane.
Yeah, look, he's going into the international break with 4 games played in the Premier League, 2 assists with not starting, 2. Once he did start starting, it was 2 goals from 2.
Out of the 5 games, he's only played 90 minutes twice.
And then he goes into international break with, I think, 3 goals, 2 assists, or 3 goals, 1 assist. He's on fire. Some of the goals he's been scoring
fire
in with Belgium's, it's quality. And then that first goal he scored as well. Takes him on pings at bottom corner.
Absolute quality.
Guys, is this guy the best player in the Premier League at the moment?
Oh, for me, it's a yes, no question.
He's just too good. Now, like we spoke about.
I think he has been for many
our
years.
preview. We spoke about in our preview about Hazard, how if he leaves, Chelsea will be in trouble.
How would you replace that void? Yeah.
That's what I mean. All right, their keeper, well, they lost Courtois. This keeper's coming now, and he hasn't been too bad. Like he hasn't been making any mistakes, maybe he could have done better in that goal they conceded against Cardiff. They could have done a bit better maybe, but overall he's been okay. They've had a few clean sheets, but Hazard, if they lose Hazard, do you think they're in trouble, guys? What do you reckon? Do you think if Hazard leaves Chelsea, because guaranteed players like teams like Real Madrid, PSG,
Barca,
they're gonna be knocking, and depending how they go in the Champions League, well, they're not even in Champions League. So even if he does go in January, he can
still
play
Champions League.
That's the thing.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
Look, we can't place complete focus on Hazard. Yes, he's the man of the hour. Yes, he's the player of the team. But look, we saw the likes of Willian come off the bench, scored an unbelievable blinder out of the box, skinned the players, and they have the players that have the potential to do this, the potential to do these things. You know, we then saw Giroud assist 2 goals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So they have the players that are all contributing.
Well, that's what we're saying as well. If you go check out other videos about Giroud, that when he plays instead of Morata, he gives you that option where he wins the ball up front. He's the target man, wins the ball and just lays off the balls to players like Hazard, Willian, Pedro when he plays. And look, it's working. And I don't know how Morata's going to get back into this squad. Honestly, he's been poor, but
if I'm the manager, I'll start Giroud over him.
You have to. He scored for France as well.
Well, to top it off, he's playing internationally. He was in the World Cup.
Yeah, his goal.
Morata wasn't.
Yeah.
World Cup does wonders. We've seen players get signed for massive clubs by having a good World Cup.
Yeah.
James Rodriguez last World Cup. We've seen Juve in the past, back in the days, 2002.
Yeah.
It happens so much, and World Cups play a pivotal role for players going into them with momentum, you know. And Morata had 0 momentum. He sat at home, did nothing, chilled out, while Giroud's there winning the World Cup in France. So you ask me, Giroud starts over him.
Yeah, he has to. Guys, what do you reckon? Morata or Giroud in, huh? Do you think Arsenal could have used the Giroud?
Look, you know what? Actually, anyone can use Giroud right now. The way he's playing, the way he holds the ball. But
imagine having Giroud and then Lacazette and Aubameyang either side. Who plays up front for him now? One of them. Then who's on either? But then you got
one plays out wide, and I don't know. We'll hit that later on. But look, Chelsea unbeatable. They can't be stopped. Can they be stopped? Who's going to stop them? I don't know. The interesting fixture for me was when they versus Liverpool soon. To the top of the table clash. I'm hoping it's not a draw. I hope there's a winner in that.
Well, they're going to verse them first in the
Carabao Cup or whatever. Carabao Cup. Caramella Koala Cup.
But yeah, guys, let us know about what are your thoughts on Hazard? How good is he? Is he going to be top goal scorer? He's already got 5 goals. He's topping the charts already. We then moved across to Huddersfield at home to Crystal Palace. Huddersfield again looking like absolute rubbish. Zaha taking the absolute piss. What a goal! Is he their main player, or how much of a difference has Zaha
he was out
played?
that week and they lost 3-1.
Yeah, he was out. He's
back. They win. I reckon he's a player that's going in January. He can't stay at Crystal Palace.
I know he signed. Yeah, look, when he signed, we're like,
he can't stay at Crystal Palace.
I know he signed that 5-year deal.
Pre-season, before the season started, you told me he's going to go, and he's got to go. Look at the man.
Again.
He embarrassed Huddersfield's defence by him, so he had 5 players around him cutting in, fast stick. It's too easy for him, man. He's just stand out in this team. It's just too much. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, look, if we were to look clearly at his stats, at what Zaha has achieved this season, if I was to look at exactly how, look, he's played 360 minutes. He didn't play against Southampton. We saw that. He's played 90 minutes every game. Yeah, all right, he scored 3 goals and assisted nothing, but his influence off the ball and what he contributes to the team is just absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean...
And he's always creating, he always wants the ball. Like, look, if there's no one else that, like, if we with this Crystal Palace team, like, if they lose him, I don't see Benteke doing a job for him.
No, so we then saw the champions hosting Fulham. And again, it was an easy one for him, man.
Yeah, look,
against a strong Fulham team. Yeah, I know it wasn't as convincing. Look, the score doesn't reflect how the game went.
You know what kills me about City? They can put in whoever they want every week, and it does not make a difference.
I hate him in fantasy. I hate you, Guardiola.
We said it. He's got a team.
I reckon he's got numerous teams with different names.
He's got
Pep Guardiola one account. He's got like Luis Rodriguez another account. He's got
probably now Bantef. He's probably Bantef FC.
Oh, so he's Bantef. You're from Nigeria, aren't you?
Pep Guardiola.
You got multiple personalities.
And this is the problem, yeah. Like Man City, they can just rotate their team. One week have Sane's not even in the country, and the next minute he's scoring goals. But next minute, David Silva is not playing, then Bernardo is playing, and then Sterling's gone, then it just...
Like, if I went up to someone and I said, all right, 3-0 was a score, who scored their 3 goals without watching the game? Guess.
Yeah, you'd probably say Aguero, Jesus.
You know what? You start with Edison.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's already got an assist.
Yeah,
He's already got an assist.
So, I don't know, man. Look,
they played with a 3 up front.
You know what I mean? Sterling netted one, Simon netted one, David Silva netted one.
And if Aguero didn't get injured, he was definitely going to get one. He assisted too. But like...
Was the first one assist for Aguero?
Yeah, the first one...
No, the second one was the Sterling pass.
Well, the other one came off him last, but touched another player before.
I don't know. But look...
Whatever. He's there creating, yeah. He's always in them dangerous areas, Aguero.
But you know what I've got to feel for who doesn't get points, and who should be getting points reflecting? Bernardo Silva doesn't get anything.
Yeah, but that's fantasy.
His contribution to the
squad...
You
can say the same thing with Salah. Salah...
he's off the ball?
No... You're talking about points as in fantasy points?
No, I'm talking about the goals and assist stats in general.
Okay, fair
so
enough.
For someone that does so much assist, he got to assist his game. I'm pretty sure he assisted David Silva's goal.
Yeah.
But if you look at overall stats now, he doesn't get many stats, but he's someone that's so consistent for him. And you know what? In a competitive squad, he actually starts. He gets his starting position.
He's been starting most of the weeks anyways, Bernardo Silva. Regardless, he's been playing good or bad, but they can rotate anyone there. Look, there's no Mendy in the back. They're
you know what?
Delph. Like...
You know what? There's no new players.
No Stones.
This whole starting 11 were players they had last year.
Yeah.
No new players at all. Yeah. No new players. Yeah.
Laporte.
Yeah.
One player.
He wasn't there last season?
No, he came in this season, I think.
But you know what I mean? Like, all right, Mahrez came off the bench, new player, fair enough. Gundogan was there last season. Jesus for Aguero. Look at the players they bring on. It's not fair.
Like Mahrez for Sterling, just whenever you want. Get out of here.
So the champions look...
Get out of here.
Complete, I think, dominated. I know, yes.
Yeah, they look... Just like Liverpool, they were in cruise control. They're never really in danger. No. What was in the first half? It was like 2-0. There was up 2-0 first half.
Yep.
And then straight away, like I think they got a goal straight after the break.
It was 0-0.
Well, half time.
All 3 goals second half. No, what's wrong with me? 2-0 half time. 2-0 half time.
Brother. That's what happens when you're partying too much for your birthday. You don't watch the games, huh?
No, but look, and then Sterling scored straight after the half.
Second minute, yeah, that's what I mean. Straight away they scored after the half, and
such an easy goal. Sané scored another tap in front of the bot in the 6 yard. You know,
that's all it takes. You drag all your players out. All the players are cool ball watching.
Brilliant football.
And when there's players just hanging out to get themselves a tap in, they're always going to be there. But they're back to winning ways. They've only dropped that 1 point against Wolverhampton.
That's it. But look, it's Tottenham from being top of the ladder at the moment. But look, I think they're going to contest as usual.
Another team that's now bouncing back at a few wins in a row now is Arsenal.
Yep, they're away to Newcastle.
Tricky fixture for them. Usually, I think last year, we've seen in the last couple of years going away, especially Arsenal going there.
We all know the classic 4-4.
Yeah, the classic 4. But even last year, I think they were 1-0 up, and then Newcastle came back and ended up winning that one.
They've got an interesting history, the two of them.
And yeah, look, Xhaka gets his goal now. Xhaka actually played well. We give him a lot of stick in the last couple of videos.
I still think he shouldn't start.
Oh, look, I agree, but you know what changed for me? Can we go to their lineup?
Yeah.
I think what changed for me was Xhaka, Guendouzi. I think when
Aaron Ramsey started with Ozil and Aubameyang, and Lacazette started up front this time.
When Guendouzi came off for Torreira, right after the break, or was at half time.
And again, I want these two to play together.
But you know what? When Torreira came on, Xhaka did play better. I think that he knew that he had a player behind him that if he does make a mistake, that
he's safe.
He's safe there, and that could actually work. I think I can't remember who it was. I can't remember, it was DT from Arsenal Fan TV. He said that Guendouzi he's been excellent, but he's still young. He's still learning. So taking maybe a few games taking him off. It might work because Torreira comes in and Xhaka actually played well, in my opinion, from what I saw.
No, he did.
Plus, he got that crazy
bomb
of a free kick.
Yeah,
which we know, I don't know this season.
No, come on, man.
But yeah, they get that goal and then a bit of a scramble in the box and Ozil is on the spot to. Easy goal. I think you said the keeper could have done better as well.
Man, he passed it to the keeper and he just let it in. It was
a few keeper mistakes this weekend. There was a few with.
But look, in the 90th minute, and it's a shame. I think Arsenal fans will be very upset about the fact
they wanted a clean sheet. Yeah, they wanted a clean sheet.
To cop a goal 90th minute, Clark's I think silly defence as well. They should have picked up on the man. But look, 3 points to Arsenal. I think very bright win for them. Any win's bright for them, but they need 3 points just to get them up on the I guess on the ladder. They find themselves 7th now. So they find themselves on 9 points, equal with
I think they're equal with
United
us,
and Tottenham.
Yeah. Look, we're all on 9 points there. We're slowly sneaking up.
But-
And Wolverhampton and Burnley. Look, man, we say it every week. Some of the football that Wolverhampton plays is
Their
incredible.
scores never reflect how good they play.
No, and that's going to be a good thing for United when we play them next week or this week.
They need, like you said,
It takes them like
so many
chances to get a goal. So that's going to be good for us. But for them, look, last week 1-0 last minute they won against West Ham. This week against Burnley,
second half, 61st minute.
Jimenez with so many shots off the line. You got to give credit to Joe Hart.
He
kept them in the game.
Bro, Joe Hart to me was outstanding.
But then, there's a big difference since from Burnley since last season. Last season they were top 4 at this stage. They were top 4, and
you know
going
what?
into Christmas they were top of the league somewhere.
It's disappointing to watch, man. You say the
We know
squad.
Sean Dyche is a good
I
manager,
honestly
we
think
say it.
Patricio was so bored this game.
Yeah.
He was so bored.
Yeah, he didn't have.
He's probably having coffee and wouldn't have known because the camera never went to him. He was so bored, nothing to do. They never tested him. It was just, it was a Wolves show. It was the Wolves show.
Yeah.
It was a takeover of the Wolves, you know. But for me, that's what kills it. They dominated, only won 1-0.
Look, I think Wolverhampton are fitting nicely into this Premier League, especially some of the football they're playing. And I think you said it'll be good to see them in the
Hopefully
Europa
next
League
year.
at least, Europa League. Get it.
I want to see them test Europe. I mean,
They got the players though. Look at the players they have.
Manager,
and
players.
And then you take off Costa. You take off Costa and you put in Traore.
oh my God,
He's that big and he's that fast. The guy's an animal.
He's too fast. You know what? He's too fast for his own good. At times, even the commentator made a joke about it. He makes a run. He loses control of his. He's too fast.
Yeah, look.
And you can put through balls to the point where you know you're confident as a teammate. He's gonna get there.
Yeah.
And he's an absolute machine, man. He's beautiful. He's top player. We saw Bonatini come on for Jimenez. Bonatini missed a few chances, man.
Look,
in front of goal, selfish. He had passes up to the middle.
He did, man. And the shots were well wide.
Yeah.
But look, even they had a few chances. One of their defenders, I can't remember who it was. Jimenez gives him that ball. He made a good run, but then a defender's finish. Bolly, no. Yeah, possibly.
It was Bolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. He just missed it in front of goals.
Yeah,
Terrible
so
kick.
it was
the 80th minute. 80. Was it Doherty? It was Doherty. It wasn't a back player. It was.
He was their number 2.
It was.
He made that run. Look, they should have been well out of sight in the first half, let alone the second half. They should have got 3-4 goals.
But you know what? It's interesting because they play, and it's become a lot more common nowadays, this football. We're seeing now a lot of teams play the 3 at the back again. And they're doing it. The manager's testing it out, and I think it's working wonders. They're attacking the team.
Yeah, they're right. Look, and against United this week, they're not going to sit back. You know, a team like this, they're not going to be maybe like a Watford or a Burnley that are going to go to Old Trafford and sit back.
And it's scary with a shaky back line like United.
They're going to go at us. But you know what?
But players like small, I don't know, we'll talk about that later. But players like Smalling and Young are going to struggle against players like Torreira. I think. Very fast. You have someone like Smalling.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, like you said, if Luke Shaw's in,
brilliant.
If Luke Shaw comes back in, he'll be on that side of Traore. So.
Well, look, but before we close this, I want to talk about one player for me that's outstanding, and he's in my team. I think Jota's he doesn't get the points for them, but his work rate and what he contributes to the team is brilliant.
Look, he's very similar to some of the United players where if they just finish, an example would be like Pogba last year. Everyone criticised him about assists
and goals,
and
but what's
even to extend Ozil where he does create the chances, but if the players just score the goals,
then
he'll get the stats. Like it doesn't look. They'll go good. They'll go good. I like the way they play. I might even get myself a nice Wolverhampton.
Nah, I dare to wear that. I dare to wear that this week when they versus United. Over to United anyway. We were away to Watford. Watford have been undefeated this year, one of the teams that were 4 from 4, top of the table. But
4 out of 4.
4 out of 4, 4 no more. That's what 4 out of 4, no more. But it was an interesting game.
First half, look, United started off really well.
Happy birthday, Rami. Man United won for us.
There you go, man.
Best present I could ask for. United winning.
They always lose on my birthday.
Yeah.
They never win on my birthday, so I hope they're versing them. I hope there's a week off.
You should go for Liverpool and then hopefully they lose on your birthday too.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
That'll be fantastic. But...
Nah, but look, your thoughts?
Yeah, look, the first half was... Before the game started, I was talking to one of the boys and I'm like, to be honest, I do not care how we play as long as we get the points. At this moment, we need points. United need to... I don't care if they play rubbish. I don't care if we concede as long as we get points.
Matters.
If we did lose that game,
And played really well.
I will be picking out players and the performances. But right now, honestly, all United need, especially for Mourinho and the club, we need 3 points. So I don't care if it's 2-1, if it was 1-0, if it was a last minute goal. But for me at the moment, all that matters is 3 points. And look, the first half was excellent for me. Players like Lingard stepped up. He always plays Lingard. You expect that from him, but again, 2 games in a row, you got to give credit to Fellaini. Again,
Fellaini, to me, this game was our standout.
Fellaini, he won seven aerial duels, 82 touches on the ball, 1 key pass, 81 or 82 passing accuracy. He did everything right. Plus, he helped with the assist.
Yeah.
With one of the assists. Yeah, he assisted Smalling's goal, which was a fantastic goal.
Unbelievable. Smalling stepping up. But you know what, man? Look, he did step up. Look, we didn't really... And again, second half we kind of dropped down a bit, and that's when they started pressing at us.
It's like a trend though. Like second half, we've always been poor.
Back in the days, it was the other way around.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Look, we did it against Tottenham. That was the main one. Last week against Burnley, we were 2-0 up in the first half. Second half, we dropped off. Here again, 1-0 up. No, 2-0 up. 2-0 up, and again we dropped off. And we weren't really creating any chances.
And
we were, but in the final third, it was that final pass from Sanchez, Lingard.
Yeah, the final pass kills us, man.
But look, it was all over the place.
But look, we saw Martial come on, and Martial was put through in a few dangerous positions, and the counter-attack in the second half, he looked very dangerous. Yeah, did he execute in the right way? Definitely not. But the pass that were put through to him, I think Young put one through to him, Valencia put one through to him, and he was off. He was gone.
Was it Valencia?
And then he passed it back to Lukaku. Lukaku tried playing it through to Sanchez, and we lost it.
Too late.
Great tackle from the back line.
Yeah, but
unbelievable challenges.
Martial should be running at the defenders there. He took too long.
And he's not cutting in.
He's not cutting in.
He's wide.
That pass maybe should have been a bit earlier as well. I don't know about Martial, man. Like chances like that, especially now that someone like Rashford is out, you must take him opportunities. I don't think he's
make the most of it and show you're hungry.
He needs to because I don't.
Now that Rashford's come back, Rashford will take his spot over.
His time. I think he's up at United.
No,
I don't want that, but you got. When there's an opportunity there for you,
you got to take it with both hands.
And he's not at the moment. He's not doing that. But
look, a few disappointing things for me this game. As happy as I'm at United, big win against Watford away. They 4 from 4, big team to win against. But a few disappointments. The goal we copped, our backline was terrible.
Yeah, everyone caught ball watching.
5 players hugging De Gea, and these guys open us to the box, loving life.
And it happened once again after that, and lucky we didn't concede there. Lucky pass.
Very, very easy goal for Gray. And then the stupid red card in the end for Matic, man. Leave it alone. Young's on it.
Yeah,
why are you tackling him? But you know what?
We almost cost us.
On the flip side, I saw McTominay come on, which I love seeing him come on because last year he had a great run in Europa for us, a great run in the Premier League.
But
which I was a bit upset he got dropped over.
That substitution wasn't for McTominay.
It wasn't.
It was because let's park the bus.
Sanchez off.
Sanchez comes
again.
off.
Sanchez was not happy that he got subbed.
Not happy, but again, I think in the final third,
he's hungry.
The communication with him, Lukaku, Lingard, I think
it's lacking.
Even if we look at the average positioning of the players. I think it might have been Lingard that was too close to Pogba. Sanchez and Lukaku always got in each other's ways, and it was just in that final third that what do we do now? I think he's Mourinho's trying to fix what's happening in the back, what's happening at the front as well. We do need more goals, but
on the note of the back line though, one thing that you're quite strong about, you spoke about, is you think Valencia needs to go. You think he's done?
He's done, and he's our captain. This is what is kind of sad about our club at the moment. We got a captain that can't speak English.
Right?
There's no motivation coming out of him, and every time he gets the ball, and it's funny that.
Can you imagine him trying to yell at the boys, bring him up in a different language?
Hey, you move. On the screen we have Mr. Van Gaal there as popping up on the screen. He's still playing as if Van Gaal was there. Every time the ball gets played down the wing, Valencia takes on players, and what happens? He cuts the ball, stops, kills play. When we're attacking at pace, he kills it. Doesn't know what to do. And we know guys, please, when you watch Man United, whoever watches them, when Valencia gets that ball down the wing, guaranteed, put your money on it.
He'll stop.
He's gonna stop, turn.
I call him a duck. You know the ducks that just.
And then he goes with a shit option. And look, to me, I don't want him to play. I hope Diogo Dalot, hopefully
On that
now.
note, him and Rojo played on the 23s, and some good signs there. I watched a bit of that.
Well,
a bit of the
hopefully
highlights.
against young boys, he plays now. In the Champions League.
That's right. I hope against a weaker team would be nice.
And I think against Wolverhampton, because apparently he is a bit physical, physique wise. So
look, out of all the players we saw, like I mentioned, Chris Smalling, and Marouane Fellaini were our standout players. But you got to put the 3 points in De Gea's hands.
Oh yeah,
what was that, man? And the old De Gea that we saw prior to the World Cup and all that kind of stuff is back this game.
Yeah, he did.
The saves he pulled off.
He done one in the first
and you know what
half.
kills it? You slow down that last minute header from their back, from the defender. His save looks so simple and so easy when you slow it down.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's just that he is that world class. He makes it look good. You saw that shot from Doucouré out of the box, the way it bent in,
that's why it's
and
important.
he caught it. Look,
that's why it's important,
big keepers are
to
important.
have a good keeper, and that's why Liverpool
They
said,
win you
know
games.
what, we need a keeper that can actually save a
Alisson,
ball,
and
that's why you got to bring in a keeper like that. And
look,
we're seeing with Tottenham, when you don't have your best keeper, you have Vorm in. He cost them the game. He might
Morris is there. They would have probably won or lost or drawn.
Just before we wrap it up, Lukaku gets another goal, so he sits second with Mane on 4. I think Mitrovic as well.
Yeah. He's equal
Look,
first.
and he's scoring goals. Look, he's scoring goals, and as a striker, everyone complains about his first touch. He scored with that first touch off his hip, but as a striker, I don't care what kind of touch he has, as long as you're putting the ball in the back of the net. That's all that matters to us. And look, I think Paul Pogba as well. He was a bit in patches there. Look, 81% passing accuracy, which was good, but I think him as well, man. Just too long on the ball in the final third outside the box, too many step overs. Just get the ball in the box, take your shot, and let's get the goals. He needs to step up. I'm not too happy with Pogba, with all the rumours that I'm staying, I'm leaving, this team wants me, that team wants me, even though it's just it could be just paper talk, but the vibe is that he doesn't want to be there. All these problems are occurring at the moment.
But can I just say one thing? We'll bring up a quick stat about Lukaku. Yeah, I want to put this hopefully on the screen. Some of the stats that he's pulled off already at the age of 25 is unbelievable. Not only internationally, he's run amok with Belgium at the moment, top goal scorer ever. But you look at Premier League, you want to compare him to the greats. We'll compare him to right now. Right now, Aguero 123 goals, Harry Kane 110. He's on 105. Yeah, 25-year-old. We then look at the most Premier League goals at 25 years and 114 days old. Okay, Michael Owen in 217 apps, 117. Wayne Rooney played 273 games to reach 111. He's played 225. He's on 105, 6 goals shy. Yeah. So you look at he's compared to Robbie Fowler, Harry Kane. Look, at that age, man, he's overtaken Drogba
for goal. Yeah, I know he's overtaken all these Drogba, but at the same time, for me, he's
5 goals shy of Kane. Look,
yeah, it's not. But for me, he needs to start doing it in the big games. Drogba did it in Champions League finals.
In big games.
Rooney's done it in Champions League finals. Some of the Michael Owen has done it in not just
every stage.
His every stage. So
even for United against City.
So for me, you can have as many goals as you want, but you need to what Lukaku needs to do is in the big games you need to step up. So that's from he scored against Chelsea last year, but I'm talking about finals. Yeah, look. Probably he hasn't been in that many no. For Everton, all these he hasn't been. But like when it comes to crunch time, like last year against Man City, I was the home game which I was at. He cost us the 2 goals, and he didn't offer anything up front.
Rashford took
you can see the last couple of games he's been 1-on-1 with the keeper. Goals that we do need to get in, he's missed them. The one against Tottenham as well. He needs to be a bit more clinical, but. Look, he's a goal scorer, and like I said, I don't care how he scores. If it's with his hip, if he's got a bad touch or what, all this criticism that everyone gives him, as long as he's putting the goals away.
He can fight on the ball and squad. I don't care, man. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't really care, but yeah, guys, we'll wrap it up there. Again, make sure you subscribe. You check out other videos. I put them in the link up here or up on the screen somewhere. Yeah, guys, look, follow us on Instagram as well. And there, all the subscribe, click the button here. The bell's gonna be buzzing again down the bottom here, and move the bell, get out of here. Just hit the like. Guys, we'll see you next week.